Hello, it's Icy. I just want to give you a quick tutorial on the best way to maximize your strike team to give you stuff in game. Now, you'll notice I've been in the main menu and I clicked on multiplayer. That's the first tip. So your strike teams are basically you can send to do missions in multiplayer for you. Now, obviously, they don't really fight. The computer rolls a random dice in the background, and some hours later gives you the rewards that your strike team earned, which is great. Not all of the strike team missions can be done in multiplayer anyway. Only the Apex ones, I believe. So you should do this every time you come into the game. If you don't access it in here, you either have to be on the Normandy to access the strike teams or on the Nexus. So it's actually a great idea to do this. So come into multiplayer and go into strike teams. Now, I have just kicked off my strike teams to go off and do a mission, so you can see the countdown. This is exactly the same window that you would see in the Normandy or on the Nexus. So you basically go through, find a mission that's a suitable level for your strike team, hit select, and then look at, preferably you want to look at the percentage chance to succeed in the mission. Now, as I understand it, if your strike teams fail a lot, they get negative traits, which makes future missions harder. So you do want to give them a decent chance to succeed. Now, when you're starting out the game, you'll have one strike team, send them on some missions, earn your mission funds. When you've got 40 mission funds, you can buy a second strike team. Now, that is absolutely worthwhile early on. If you are absolutely focusing only on multiplayer, playing it yourself, there are other things you could use with the mission fund. If you're just occasionally multiplayering, like me, no, you should spend those first 40 mission funds to buy a second strike. So once you've got your second strike team, that gives you 2 strike teams that can go off and do bronze level non-Apex missions. So the Apex missions are the ones you can do multiplayer. The ones without the little Apex are the ones that you send your strike teams on. So you need both things. You can, of course, send your strike teams on an Apex mission, no problem. Then you don't get to do it yourself until the mission expires and appears, which is perfectly fine. So, my strike teams have been around for a little while. Hotel strike team has slowly been leveling up until they're now at level 8, and they've got a 90% successfully do 90, 89, depends on the mission, do a bronze mission. At this point, you want to start sending them probably on silver missions. So as you can see, Charlie team is on level 11 and has an 80% success rate of doing silver missions. Now, at this point, my aim is to get some more mission funds, and then I will buy another strike team. So I've got 2 bronze strike teams and 1 silver. And then as the second strike team hotel gets good enough to do the silver missions, I'll buy another bronze one to start filling in. And you want to keep, so ultimately you probably want to get about 6 strike teams. This works if you can come into the game once a day, thereabouts. There are only like I think maybe about 4 bronze missions that cycle through in a 24-hour period. So like if you can come in once a day and send them off, that's probably the most efficient way to do it. You can do more, especially if you don't plan to do the actual Apex missions yourself. And as these are about, you get an Apex mission about once every 24 hours or so. Unless you're PV multiplayering all the time, maybe you won't do all of them. So it's something to think about. So gradually you want to train up your strike teams. As your strike team is trained up, you want to then buy another strike team to fill in the gaps below, and then just keep building your people up and up and up. Now, you will get rewards in-game for doing the strike team missions. So, I've got all these material loot boxes. Oh, I've got some silver ones now as well. Now, these will only, not the Normandy, the Tempest. On your ship, the Tempest. That's what it's called. Normandy's the other one. Now, because the strike team is single player, you only get the strike team rewards in single player, which is perfectly fine. So, and you can only collect these when you go into the Tempest. But certainly, if you're on a planet and you don't want to bug out to the Tempest partway through being on the planet, come into the multiplayer, send off your strike teams. Later on, when you come back to the Tempest, all of these will be available. So, that is just a quick video on what I have worked out to be the most efficient way to use strike team. I have spent some of my mission funds on some equipment for my multiplayer character, which is why I had 120 and then I've spent it and then I've worked back up again. So let me know what you think below. Is that the way you do it? Is that helpful for you? Please do give us a thumbs up if you liked this video. Please do subscribe down below for more Mass Effect content. And of course, Elder Scrolls Online content and other stuff. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.